Hey, what's up, everybody? So, just wanted to make some updates on the Creality and also some updates on my Etsy shop, and just wanted to kind of address some of the things I talked about in my last video. And before I get into all that, I just wanted to say I realize it's been about a month since I've uploaded. It's been kind of a busy time, things have picked up, and I'm going to do my best to be more consistent. At least once a week, I'm going to try to do my uploads. Well, as you can see here, I got my Creality CR10 Smart printing out a nice big piece. This is actually part of a ongoing project that I'll eventually talk about on this video. But in the meantime, it's just printing out. And to go over some of the issues. So, I was getting a lot of bed scratching and just off-level prints and whatnot. And there was a point in which I said, hey, you know what? I'm not going to try to figure this out. I'm going to reach out to Creality. And so I'm going to put some pictures up now of what the issue was. And as you can tell in these pictures, there was two spots in which the filament was not reaching the bed. And either it wasn't reaching the bed, or in those areas it was scratching and ripping the filament off and creating holes. Despite what the problem may have been, I took these pictures and I sent it over to Creality, and lo and behold, they sent me a new glass bed. And this one looks a little more see-through. You can see kind of the screws down there, all along here and whatnot. But so far, so good. It's actually been a better glass bed. The one thing I can say about it is that I think their bed may have been warped, their glass bed. If I do some just detective work in my own head here, I could only imagine that with all the videos that came out with the Creality CR10 Smart and all the issues people were having in the very beginning, they may have went with a bad manufacturer, or the manufacturer wasn't as careful and didn't take care of Creality, because there have been really good products in their history that have just been real game changers in the 3D printing industry for consumers. And so I'm going to actually pull out the box here. They sent me this brand new glass bed box. It says here, create reality, achieve dreams. I like that though. And yeah, 3D, what does that say? 3D printing evangelist. That's funny. But yeah, you have this that they sent me. Here's my old bed with a slew of scratches. I don't know if you could see it on camera here, but yep, there you go. You see that diagonal scratch going. There were issues with that. There was scratching going on. The bed may have been just ever so slightly warped in the front left-hand corner and the back right-hand corner, maybe during the manufacturing process of that glass bed. So they sent me this new one, and it's all good to go. In my last video, right before this one, I had a piece that had printed gaps.
I just found out that there it is. There goes that part.
And I was trying to figure out what the issue was. The way I got it to be resolved was I literally got the 3D file, which was a mirrored file of another. It was pretty much a mirrored version of another file, and I remirrored that 3D object and sliced it. And when I went to go slice it, there was another issue that came about that I really was surprised to see, because I didn't know this really mattered. I use Autodesk Maya to do all my 3D modeling, And when I went to go throw the OBJ I kicked out of Maya into Creality Slicer, which is the same as Cura, it actually was giving me an error. And that error, I don't remember the exact error code or whatever, but I really didn't know what the problem was. The way my model was being displayed on the viewport had some weird things happening as well with it. And so I thought about it for a little while, and I said, you know what, maybe Creality cares about UVs. So I went ahead and I ran an automatic UV function in the Maya software and threw it back in, and lo and behold, that error code was gone. Basically, the lesson I took away from it is slicing softwares do care about having UVs, and I didn't know that. The automatic UV function did it, so with all my prints, as I'm creating an OBJ, I just make sure to hit that automatic UV button, and it'll take care of any potential issues of that nature. After having remirrored it and UV'd it, I sliced it and it printed perfectly. It printed just like the original piece. Oh, and it looks like this piece is done. Sweet. And that's how that was resolved. I'll be honest with you, I'm really enjoying this Creality CR10 Smart. In the beginning, I didn't know that it would require some fixing along the way, adjusting and tinkering, as one of the commenters said in the last video. Not as much as I thought it would after watching a lot of YouTube videos on this CR10 Smart, but there is some, and it's just helpful to know how things work and being kind of willing to go in and fix things here and there, which I think is just across all Creality, not just Creality, across all 3D printers, like, except this guy. This guy was just take them out of the box and start printing. Load in the filament, of course, and start printing. This Monoprice Mini Delta V2 is a little workhorse. I really like this thing. I'm happy to say that I got my first sale on Etsy. That was a big moment for me because I never thought that anybody would want to buy 3D prints from me, and when I saw that I got a sale and the person who bought it left a really good review, I'm just super thankful for that. The sale was actually this guy here. This was and it was a black version that they had asked for. It's the Dark Throne phone holder, and you can change the levels so you can kind of have your phone at an angle. And yeah, it just kind of clips in here, and you got 3 levels, one there, and then it locks into its upright position. There you go, and one there. And you can just set your phone on there, and it looks really neat. Nice little conversation starter. But yeah, this guy sold, and it was a big moment. Really happy about it. I printed that piece. I printed this piece, and I sent it out, and the guy was happy about it. So super thankful for that. Super thankful for that. If you guys have any questions, anything you want me to show, I can show you guys some 3D modeling. I can show you how I slice. And I've gotten comments organically, likes organically, and subscribers organically, and it just means a whole lot that people are subscribing and watching these videos, commenting and liking. It really motivates me to continue making these videos and continue making content like this. If there's anything you would like me to cover, just let me know. I'm gonna eventually make some videos in the software in Maya, taking it over to Creality. I'd love to make something from scratch in Maya, show how it relates to real world scale, because Maya scale is a little bit different than real world scale. I figured out how to get real world scale from Maya, model it, take it into the slicer, slice it and print it, and that'd be really cool. And if you guys like this content, please subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think. And I put a link to my Etsy shop in the description below. I got 4 products on there right now. I'm looking to increase my inventory and have some new things on there as well. Maybe some character work. That'd be awesome. Well, until next time, guys, peace, love, and joy.